Good morning everyone and welcome to another Coffee Time episode at the Cycle Lab Performance Lab in Fourways. It's great to be back. We have a very special guest today, once again, as always. We have Richard Taylor from Garmin live in studio, and we're going to be speaking everything Garmin products as well as tax, because they also do tax as well.
That's correct.
Just fix your microphone there, otherwise it's not going to just hold it up. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, cool.
So Richard Taylor, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Cool. Thanks, Miles. Thanks for having us.
Firstly, it is a live Q&A, so if you guys do have any questions for Garmin, please leave them in the comment section on the Facebook live feed, and we can answer any of your questions. Throughout the show, we're going to be bringing up a few promos, and there's a Yes Vember promotion which we're going to be bringing up, and what we want you to do is we want you to timestamp that exact time that we bring up that promo, and you can be into winning a Cycle Lab Coffee Time mug. There's also a Garmin kit which we're going to be giving away, valued at about 6,000 Rand, which is very, very exciting. We'll bring that up for you quickly just so you can see it. So that's what it looks like. That's the Garmin kit. Richard, thank you for giving that awesome prize.
No problem at all.
Apparently it's European grade and it's
amazing. Garmin Pro cycling kit.
So that's going to be up for grabs. There's going to be a little bit of a process which we want you to do to be able to get into that competition. So what we're going to do is when you ride your bike or you go out for a run, we want you to screenshot your ride on Garmin Connect and then post that on social media and tag Cycle Lab and Garmin SA. That gets you into the draw to win that amazing kit. So Richard, first question, where is Garmin from? Where does it come from?
So Garmin is based in the States, Kansas City. We were founded in 1989. Last year we actually had our 30th year birthday. So yeah, it's actually been a great success with Garmin. We've gone leaps and bounds, and we have taken the product to the next level.
Definitely. So coming into South Africa, do you guys come in directly, or you guys part of like a holding company?
So we're part of Garmin International.
Okay.
So we are their main head office in South Africa. We're owned by Garmin International.
Okay. You've been with the company now 6 years. I remember,
6 years, eh?
I remember a couple of years ago where we used to have coffee and beers at that shop there in Rosebank back in the day.
The good old shop.
Yeah. But it's great to have on here, and I know on the daily basis I see people who are just very confused on how to set up their Garmins, which ones that they should actually buy. So I mean, you get the watches, you get the head units. So let's maybe just break it down a little bit and go through the cycling computer head units.
Cool.
Their kind of ranges, their names, what's entry level, what's top of the range, and what's the differences between each one.
Perfect. So in the range, you've got, of course, the 4 different types. You've got your Edge 130. In our units, before I go ahead, we actually do 2 types now. We do a bundle and we do a non-bundle. The bundle comes with, of course, your heart rate monitor, your out front mount, cadence sensor, speed sensor, so you get a full bundle with it for the guys. Sure. And then in the non-bundle, you get the units that, this comes with a unit and a quarter turn. So it'll just fit on the bike. Easy for the guys that have previously had heart rate monitors, cadence sensors, speed sensors. So in our range, we've got the Edge 130, entry-level unit, perfect for your entry-level rider, your beginner to your pro elite rider.
Okay.
Gives you your basic elevation, speed, distance. It's got a basic set map on it, so if you are doing a stage race and you're doing Bergen Bush, Wine to Wales, you can use this device and you can load the map onto it.
Fix your mark there. Just fold it up. There we go. Sorry.
That's better. Just put it like that.
No, just fold it. Yeah. Try to keep it like that, otherwise it's gonna not sound great. Okay, cool. So you get your bundle and then you get your unit. So the bundles has the heart rate monitor, the out front mount, and your speed and cadence sensor. So and price wise, is it a lot more expensive for the bundle as opposed to just the unit?
It's more or less about $2,000 cheaper for the non-bundle.
But what you're getting is
you're getting the full brand new full package.
So this one is the
Edge 130 bundle.
Edge 130 bundle. So that's kind of your entry level. So what would that be giving you? I mean, that's giving you heart rate, your power.
Heart rate, power, speeds, cadence.
It's GPS tracking, obviously.
100%. You've got your smartphone notifications on the screen. So if you're connected to your phone, you do get WhatsApp's phone calls coming through, and you can see who is phoning you.
Brilliant. So
We've
that's
also got another feature on all of our ranges where you've got live track now.
okay. So if you crash or you have an
If you have
accident,
a crash, have an accident, it sends a notification to your loved ones. Your loved ones know where you are, what's happened with the GPS coordinates.
amazing. Wow. And okay, so that's the entry level. That's the 130. Next up,
130. Next up, we got the 530. In the 530, you've got full color screen. You've got smartphone notifications. You've got just exactly the same features as your Edge 130. You're just getting better mapping on the unit.
better mapping.
Better mapping. So you can full South African topo mapping on the product.
Okay.
Then you also got.
What does that mean? Sorry, like
Okay.
full mapping. So you got this 130, which is going to track you. It's going to be, I mean, it's going to give you everything you need. Why would you want to have the mapping? Is it like to get home if you like exploring?
So you've got the backtrack, and then you've got full mapping on it. So if you, for instance, you go to Bloem and you haven't ridden in Bloem before, you can actually log a route.
Don't know why someone would want to go to Bloem, but anyway.
So you can log a route, and it'll actually give you turn by turn on the roads. So
Okay.
you can, for instance, go to Bloemfontein or Durban, wherever you are, and you can actually set a 30k to a 40k ride or whatever ride you want, and it'll actually load a route for you. And it'll actually tell you which turn to turn. And if
Okay.
you do get lost, you can hit backtrack, and it'll send you back to your start,
Just like that.
just like that.
Okay, so that does sound quite worth it. Okay.
So in the range, you've got the 130 and the 830 and the 530. The main two differences of these two devices, they're identical devices. They just got your 830 as a touchscreen button on the 530. What a lot of guys do.
Only difference.
Only difference. And a better battery life, of course, on your 830. On the 530, you've got an 830. The main difference is your touchscreen versus button. What we always suggest to guys if they are riding mountain bike to go for a button screen device. Due to with the mud, you flip through the screens, rain, snow, whatever kind of riding you are doing, I would go 530.
We do have a question from a viewer quickly, just touching base on that live tracking and the knocking and the crashing. How will your loved ones know that you have actually crashed? How does the device monitor this? Or must there be something that you set up beforehand for it to be able to register?
So what you have to do before going out on a ride or when you are setting up the device, there is a feature where you connect it to your smartphone.
Okay.
And once you've connected to your smartphone, it will say live track or incident detection. On the incident detection, you'll see that it'll ask you for 4 numbers or 3 numbers. You can load your loved ones. As soon as it has an impact, it picks up an impact detection. It sends
Based on the GPS, obviously.
and your accelerometer built into the device.
Okay, so for example, if you're riding at 50k an hour and you all of a sudden hit 0k an hour, it's going to red flag it. And
Red flag it,
this is a problem.
send through a panic alarm to the device. The device, you've got a minute to cancel it.
Okay.
If it doesn't cancel it, it does send an alarm to your loved ones.
That's unbelievable.
It's really, really good technology.
Jeez. So we've got the 530, 830,
30.
very similar devices. The only the 830 is a touchscreen.
Touchscreen, 100%.
Okay.
Then,
Perfect.
of course, we've got the big boy, the Edge 1030. Now, this device is probably your biggest device on the market. Full color screen. You've got smartphone notifications. Main difference with this, you just got a bigger screen.
Just a nice big
Screen, bigger mapping systems on it.
So you can connect your Netflix account,
You can watch TV while you ride.
Hopefully not.
It's got advanced workouts on it, so it actually can build. It's got a virtual coach on the device, and it can actually give you workouts and prior workouts instead of going through a coach. Then also I've left out one feature on all devices that a lot of cyclists have asked us, international, local, is your food and eat, or drink and eat function. So it'll actually tell you
Does it
when.
eat for you? And so it actually tells you when you should eat and drink.
You can set it as a half an hour to a 45 to a 20 minutes, depending on when you want to eat and drink. A lot of cyclists, when they are riding or they're racing, you do forget about drinking.
Forget about it.
You forget it when you're in the zone.
So in the moment.
And majority of the time, the end of the race, you feel pup and you don't got nothing left. It's
Yeah.
due to that you haven't eaten in time and you haven't had enough to drink. So the device actually tells you when to drink and how to drink.
Amazing. I mean, so you'll preload that into your...
You preload that, so you can actually set it to whatever times you want it to set it at.
Okay, so I buy a Garmin device, I unbox it, and now I'm trying to set it up. The main app is called Garmin Connect.
100%.
Now, if I want to get that to my Training Peaks profile or my Strava as well, like, is it complicated to kind of connect all of those together? Or?
So it's very, very basic. You download the Garmin Connect app onto your phone, any from Huawei to your Samsung to your Androids or to your Apple, and it'll actually do a step-by-step. You go into third-party apps, and in third-party apps you'll have your Strava, you'll have your Discovery, you'll have Momentum Multiplier, you'll have all the other third-party apps. You just link them in and you're off to go. Very basic, very easy. We have made it very simple for the guys that you don't struggle, and it's very basic with the device.
Very user-friendly.
User-friendly, 100%.
Let's speak a little bit about the watches. It's more focused at the triathletes and the runners and so on. Does it do very similar things to the head unit? I mean, what's the point of getting a head unit when you can just buy a watch and it does everything the same? Or is it?
So with the watches, we've seen an increase in sales on the watches versus your edge devices. With the bonus of having a watch, you can track your sleep, you can track your heart rate daily, you can see where your stress levels are. And majority of the guys have moved away from going just cycling. They're moving into, let me start running, let me do a bit of swimming to become a better athlete and actually improve themselves as an athlete, you could say.
I think that sleep feature is also quite an advantage as well, because if you're tracking your sleep, you know, your recovery patterns. And
100%. And you can actually see your stress levels as well, and that also helps.
Yeah.
More or less, like if you've been stressed at work, you can actually see afterwards how your training is as well.
Wow.
And it gives you a performance coach on the actual device where it actually says after your ride where you are in your fitness and how you're becoming a better cyclist or a better runner or a better swimmer.
Incredible. So, I mean, in terms of watches, the ranges, we do have two there. We have the Fenix, that's the top of the range one?
Yep, so we do a full range in the Fenix. We've actually just brought out a range called the Fenix 6 Solo. So it's got a solo bezel. So that actually doesn't charge the unit, it helps with battery life. Okay. So the device will actually give you extra battery life while you are doing longer distance runs, cycles. For instance, like this weekend now we've got 361. A lot of guys will be using the Fenix 6 Solar to help them with battery life.
Okay, so they would use this instead of a cycling computer because 100%. Just the battery life?
Just the battery life. You're getting a 24-hour battery life on full GPS mode on the device.
Wow, that's a long time.
So it's a really, really good product.
And it's got the heart rate.
Wrist-based heart rate. You've got multi-sports on it, so you've got up to 30 different types of sports on the device.
What?
So it is next level, you could say, with the device.
So why would someone need this over an Apple Watch?
That's a tough one.
Sorry, I'll put you on the spot. I'll put you on the spot, yeah.
So with the Fenix, of course, 24-hour full GPS mode.
Yeah.
Where some of the Apple devices I've heard is that it's up to 1 day battery life in normal watch mode. In the Fenix range, in your normal watch mode, you're going up to 7 to 14 days, depending on the actual device.
And it's designed for sports and cycling and running, and I mean, an Apple Watch is designed to be a phone on your wrist.
That's it.
So,
and you're getting the multifunctional. It's also a day-to-day use watch. So a lot of guys that we have seen have gotten rid of their nice device, their watches, and they're actually just using the Fenix as a day-to-day. It's a smart watch. It's an elegant-looking watch.
Brilliant. I just want to do a quick promo. You have the Yes Vember promo, everyone. So it's Yes Vember. So what that means is at any Cycle Lab, when you go and make a purchase, you must use your My Cycle Life profile, and you can get either definitely 50 Rand or you in a competition to get 500 Rand on your purchase. So depending on if you're lucky or not, you'll get 50 Rand or 500 Rand, but you will get a guaranteed $50. So it's free money, guys. So go and spend your Yes Vember promotional My Cycle Life voucher. So that's it. Back to speaking about Garmin. So, sorry?
The radar. We haven't actually chatted about
radar.
Yes,
I was actually wanting to ask you about that because it's been something that's been pretty big over the last couple of years. But before we touch on that, this last little watch, that's the Vivo Active 4S. Very good looking watch, I must say.
Very elegant watch.
White and gold.
It's probably one of our most popular colors at the moment in South Africa or worldwide. The ladies are enjoying the white rose gold. So in the Vivo Active, you get in, it's more or less an entry-level watch, but it's a watch that will give you exactly the same features as your Fenix.
Okay.
Comes in at a really, really good price point. You get in swim, wrist-based heart rate, you get in all your functions of cycle, run, stand-up paddle to multi-sports on the device. and really good watch for a person that is starting off cycling or starting off running, and the lady wants to improve, or the gentleman wants to improve on himself and become a better cyclist or runner.
Hey, we got our coffee. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you, Melissa.
There you go.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, the radar. It's been a revolution in cycling in general. The radar obviously did the detection of cars coming up behind you. I've used it before. It's absolutely amazing, and I can just see why exactly it saves lives. Can you take us through that technology and how it works and where it came from and so on?
Okay, so the Vario radar, it is a proudly South African product. It was designed in Stellenbosch, Cape Town.
Wow.
By a bunch of engineers down there that thought they needed to improve cyclist safety. So they came to Garmin, they approached us, and they said, we've got this brilliant idea. And Garmin, of course, went aboard, and we actually jumped on it. We actually created the Vario radar. We've been through two types now. We've had the radar, the square-shaped one, and then now we've got the long one that fits down the seat post.
And it's built into a light as well.
It's built into a light.
So, I mean, that's two birds, one stone.
100%. So on the radar, it picks up your cars from 140 meters behind you, and it'll actually beep on your Garmin head unit.
And it comes up along the side of
On the side of the edge devices, and it also now we have made it compatible with all your Fenix range, your Forerunner range, and your Viva Active.
Wow.
So you don't have to have a cycling device.
We should actually do a demonstration video about this.
I think we should.
And post it to our viewers. I mean, that's a great idea.
It's really like we've seen an increase in them due to that people are worried about riding on the roads. Joburg, Cape Town,
100%.
Durban. It's, as a road cyclist, you know how dangerous it is out there, and safety
I have
is the
been
main
knocked
thing.
twice. Like if I had one of those, it probably would have made me veer off to the side, or at least told me that I'm going to get smacked.
100%.
So definitely an advantage. Where can someone get those from? I mean,
So any of your Cycle Lab stores, Countryride, or Cycle Lab online store, you guys have got them on there.
and I mean, in terms of price, it's a lifesaver. So
It's a lifesaver.
You can't even put a price to that. So
Also with the new one, if you do not own a Garmin device, you can download the app onto your phone, and it'll actually come up onto your phone now.
wow.
So you'll see your screen on the side of your phone, and it'll actually say how many cars are behind you, where they are, and they'll go from green, say he's in your radius of 140 meters, to orange, to red, meaning he's in the radius of
close.
40 meters to you. If you do see him disappears, he has turned off to the left or right.
A question from Johan van Schalkwijk here is asking, can you store the routes on your Garmin 530 and then use them later on your indoor trainer?
Yes, you can.
You can.
You can, 100%.
So it will connect to your smart trainer?
It will connect to your smart trainer. We are busy, since we'll get to the questions later, Cycle Lab Garmin has taken over. We have bought the brand Tax.
Trainers?
Tax Trainers, and we are busy with integrating all our tech into the trainers. So that the device and Garmin and Tax work together as a collaboration.
So before we go into Tax, last question on Garmin, and then we're going to move on to Tax. In terms of warranties, someone buys a Garmin and it breaks, what's the process for them to be able to warranty it and possibly get a replacement unit or a discounted replacement?
So there's two options, of course. You can bring it into a local Cycle Lab store, hand it into the guys, they'll send it to Garmin in South Africa, based in Rosebank. You've got a 1-year warranty on the product, and the guys will quote you from there on what the fault is, what they found. If it is in the first year of warranty, they will replace, no questions asked. Your second option is to come into our offices in Rosebank Mall offices. We've got a walk-in tech shop where the guys are willing to help and assist on the spot and get the device back to you ASAP. We can ship it back to the customer for them.
I've been through the experience. It's been a great experience personally, so I can speak from that point of view. I've been to the offices in Rosebank, very friendly, quoted me, and actually got delivered to my house in the next 2 days after it was being fixed. So thank you for the good service.
No problem. We've tried to make it as user-friendly as we can.
Brilliant. So let's move on to Tax. I mean, we have mentioned it. You guys bring in the Tax trainers.
Yeah, so
Good trainer.
It's a very good trainer. So Garmin acquired Tax about 2 years ago. We looked at Garmin went and looked at her building their own trainer, and we thought it wasn't
big mission to
it was a
build a
big
new
mission to build, I think.
Let's rather join them. Not
And
compete against them.
so we acquired Tax. So Tax is a Garmin company now, and having Tax and Garmin as a collaboration, it's two great brands working together. And I think going forward, Tax is will be strong in the country again, and we will have good value in it.
Well, I mean, Tax, I've used the trainers, I've seen them, they are pretty much next level.
They are next level. So
the nice thing I like about them, they have that like light that shines at the bottom. So like when you're going really hard, like the red light, it shows you
that you are going
suffering.
Full limit.
Yeah. So that's quite a feature. Just the thing on trainers and the whole Zwift and everything. I mean, obviously everything integrates. The Garmin can connect to Zwift, and the trainer goes to Zwift. It's a smart trainer. But I was thinking about it the other day. Do you think there'll ever be like a virtual reality mask that we can wear, or that we can experience Zwift and all this indoor training
I'm sure the way tech is going at the moment, it will happen very soon. I don't see it not happening.
Is Tax one of the people that could be doing that?
I don't know. Sure. I couldn't commit to that, but I think where tech is in the world at the moment, the brands are going so far and always trying to improve their technology that it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
And with indoor training at the moment being a necessity for a rider, I'm sure something will happen with one of the brands.
Brilliant. So that's folded in there again. Any new products that you guys are bringing out that you're allowed to mention? Garmin, Tax, or is everything a secret?
Everything's a secret at the moment, but
Until 2021.
I'm sure there's going to be some really, really cool products coming next year.
Okay.
I can't say.
Yeah. Everything's a secret.
With the tech that is happening, as I said previously, there will be something coming very exciting for all features of Garmin and in Tax.
Brilliant.
We are going to be keeping it going, building the product up.
That's it, guys. Anything you want to add? Anything?
Just thank you to you, Miles, and thanks to Cycle Lab for having us. And yeah, it's been a great chat. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Really appreciate you coming through. I've learned a lot of the units, the Tax side of things. It's great to have you on our show.
Thank you.
So just the competition, guys. We did mention the Yes Vember promo, so you go look and timestamp exactly when that was said. But to run through it again, the Yes Vember, you can go purchase anything at any Cycle Lab, and you'll get 500 Rand or 50 Rand on your purchase, depending if you're lucky or not. So if you're lucky, you might get 500 Rand, but you definitely have 50 Rand to spend on your My Cycle Life profile. So use your My Cycle Life profile to pay for your goods. And then the kit competition, which I'll bring up now. That beautiful Garmin kit, Richard has kindly, let's use that one rather, has kindly given us a set of Garmin kit to give away. It's high quality, it's imported from Europe, and to get into the competition for that 6,000 Rand kit, which it's valued at, you must screenshot your Garmin Connect activity and upload it to social media and tag Cycle Lab and Garmin SA. Up until Sunday afternoon, which is this weekend.
That's correct.
It's Friday.
That's
Today's
correct.
Friday, so Sunday you got 2 days to screenshot your ride or run your Garmin activity and tag Cycle Lab and Garmin South Africa. And from then, go into a draw and you can get that kit worth 6,000 Rand. Must be a good quality kit.
That's really nice.
Have you used it?
I've used it. It is comfortable. It is really, really nice.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks, Rich.
Cool.
Appreciate your
Thanks,
time.
Miles.
And we'll
Thanks
chat soon.
100%.
Cheers, guys. Have a great weekend and get some cycling in. See you same time, same place next week.
Cheers.
Bye for now.